I'm joined now by House Democratic Whip Jim Clyburn, who's right now the #3 leader in the Democratic caucus, and he's thrown his support behind the next generation of leaders and has also announced his bid for assistant Democratic leader today. Congressman Clyburn, it is good to see you.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, I want to start with just your reaction to the ascension, or the likely ascension, nothing is official yet, of Hakeem Jeffries, and what that means to you.
It means a whole lot to me. I, as you know, was born and raised here in South Carolina. I've been working all of my life, starting out way back as a teenager, trying to make sure that I do the kinds of things that need to be done to build a foundation upon young African Americans can stand. And I see Hakeem Jeffries as someone ready to stand upon that foundation and to move all of our efforts to higher heights. And that's why I'm supporting him. I'm supporting this team of leaders. Yeah. We have a white woman running for whip, a job that I enjoyed and I think she is fantastic for, and a Latina running for chair of our caucus. They will be the triumvirate that hopefully will take us back to the majority in 2024. And I'm supporting them.
Well, you're not retiring anytime soon. I know that. Tell me why you want to continue to stay in leadership in the capacity that you plan to run on.
Well, you know, I grew up in the parsonage. My father was a fundamentalist minister, and I am guided in life by Scripture. And, of course, the young is called to do the work because they have the strength to do it. The old because of the knowledge and experience and all of that. And I've talked with these leaders, and we want to have a smooth, evolutionary transition to the future. We don't want anything to be so abrupt so as not to bring along all the forces that need to be. And I have been a bridge builder all of my life, and all of this is building a bridge to the future.
By running, Joe Negese had this position. He was going to run for it. Is it somebody that you'd like to see him to run for another position? Or is this more about helping out the top three?
Well, I think a lot of this is supposition. Joe Negese is one of the people that I have mentored. I have worked very closely with him. I spent a lot of time with Joe Negese on yesterday and the day before. And we have worked on a process that we think will allow us to be successful and to bring all the elements together and to keep all the elements involved in the process. And I'm doing all I can to this assistant Joe Negese, Joyce Beatty, and others who are pursuing a future in our party. And I'm here to do what I can to help them.
I'm going to get your take on Kevin McCarthy and Steve Scalise. If they are speaker and leader and trying to corral, you've being whip, I assume every once in a while you worked with Scalise and his team. Are they going to be able to govern? Is this going to be a Congress that's going to be able to get the basics done?
Well, I don't know whether they will. I know that they can. All it takes is to be willing to respect everybody's input. The fact of the matter is we had at one point 221 when I was whipping. So the same number that seemed to be projected for them. We've also had 222. But there's a big difference in having 232 and 222. If you got 222, you had better pay attention to everybody's needs, everybody's aspirations, and try to move the country along. We cannot have all this acrimony, all of these investigations, all of this name calling. We should be about what is of interest to the American people. What do we do to keep this great country on its pursuit of a more perfect union. And you cannot do that if you give in to the edges. Bring this country together.
Yeah.
And we can do it. Whether or not they will, I don't know.
And like I said, you know this Republican leadership team as well as you can, being in the position you've been in. How would you advise President Biden to figure out, look, you got to do some things together. They ran on something. They ran on energy. Let's look at the issues they ran on to win their majority: energy, crime, and the economy. What would you advise President Biden to work with House Republicans on?
Well, he's been working with House Republicans. We didn't get any of their votes for our Rescue Act because they were still in the campaign mode. Remember, the Rescue Act passed 6 weeks into administration and just about 2 months after the insurrection. But we did get bipartisan support for the infrastructure bill. We got bipartisan support for the Chips and Science Act. And we should have had bipartisan support for the Inflation Reduction Act. And, of course, we got bipartisan support for the PAC Act to take care of our veterans. So out of the 5 major bills we passed, we had bipartisan support for 3 of them. So Joe Biden has been doing exactly what he needs to do. He has expressed an interest in reaching across party lines on every piece of legislation. And I think that that's what paid off at the polls. People love Joe Biden's his approach as well as his agenda. And I think he'll keep doing the same thing, keep the lines of communication open, but don't engage in the name calling and allowing the presidency to devolve to the point that it was in the previous administration.
Congressman Jim Clyburn, Democrat from South Carolina, on current number 3 in Democratic leadership. Really appreciate you coming on, sharing your perspective. Have a
Thank you very much for having me.
Good Thanksgiving break.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.